It's me, Morgan.
And it's me, Zane.
And we're here in the teen maker space. And we are bringing you guys some spooky crafts for the month of October. And the first one that we have here, you guys can kind of see this like poking up, is our yarn pumpkins.
Look how big these pumpkins are.
They are huge.
They turned out really cool too, though.
Yeah, and they're really lightweight. Like, you can like throw them at your friends if you want. I don't know. I think they're really fun. And then we have our witch paint cauldron.
I wasn't here for this one.
Yeah, it's okay. Zane didn't make one, but he can share mine and just like squish it
I promise
around.
it's really cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm
like. It's got a cool sensitive thing to it.
Yeah, and you can like mix them together. I don't know. It's very fun and relaxing, and you could hang this like on your fridge or just have it in your room and like.
Or you can hang it on your shirt.
Yeah.
You know, make like a necklace out of it.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that would be really interesting. And then for our last one, we have our bat globes, which are super, super cute. Mine has a little ghosty in it, and then
mine has a little reaper.
Yes, and he's got a little grim reaper.
But you guys probably got some different stuff in there. I know there's like pumpkins and cats and witches and all sorts of spooky stuff.
Yeah, I think they're very cool, but we're gonna go ahead and get started and show you guys how to make all these things. The first project that we're gonna be working on is the spooky jars, something like that. Anyways, so what you need is some water. You'll have a little thing that looks like this but with a G on it that is for vegetable glycerin, a little baggie of bats and leaves. You should have a jar with a lid on it, like wrapped up in some tissue paper, a popsicle stick, a bottle cap, a little ghosty or pumpkin or something spooky like that, and then a thing of glue, and it should be E6000. So just get the bottle, the popsicle stick, the glue, and then your little figurine. So I'm going to go ahead and open mine up. So I picked this really cute little angry ghost. I think it's adorable. And what we're going to do first is go ahead and open this E6000 and get your popsicle stick. If you want to use hot glue because it dries quicker, like if you have a hot glue gun, go ahead and use that. But I'm going to just go ahead and like take a little bit of this and then take my bottle cap. I'm going to flip it upside down and just put a little dab of glue all over the edges here. Then I'm going to go ahead and flip it over and then place it right in the middle. So this is going to make your little figurine like stand up more and be more visible. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this and then put a pretty good glob on the bottom of it. Alright, and make sure to close this up pretty quick because this stuff dries out like really fast. But it should still be tacky when you guys get a hold of it. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and place my little ghost right on top of there. And so then you have just like a little guy. I'm going to make sure he doesn't like move around too much. But then we're just going to go ahead and let this dry for, I'm going to say at least an hour or two. Honestly, you probably just want to leave it set overnight just to make sure, because we're gonna put water in this and we do not want this guy like moving around at all. So yeah, and if you see any spots you want to like dab down with glue, make sure it's like really going to stick on there pretty well. As you can see, I have the little ghosty and the Grim Reaper here. I made this one for Zane, but I think they look really good. I just went ahead and put like the bottle cap on there to give it a little lift, and I think that is cute. It gives it like a little platform. So what we're gonna do now is take a little bit of this glycerin here, like just your glycerin, and then we're gonna pour it into here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the water in now. And we're going to fill the water up almost to the top. We need to leave a little bit of room so there's enough room to like shake your dye around. So I'm gonna leave like maybe an inch, but again, we can add more water. So you can add less first and then add more later if you need to. So then I'm gonna go ahead and open up my bag of bats and leaves. Zane, do you just want bats or leaves or both?
Do a little bit of both.
Okay,
please.
sweet, I'm gonna do the same. Alright, I made a huge mess, but that's okay. So if you just want bats, you can go ahead and dump them out and then just pick bats. Or if you just want leaves, you can do that, or just do both. And you don't have to add like all of them. You can kind of gauge if you want kind of a lot, kind of a little. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start putting them in here. I'm gonna go ahead and put my cap down on there. I'm gonna flip it around and then just slowly shake it so we can make sure that the glycerin gets off the top of your jar here. And actually, I'm gonna take just a paintbrush, but you can use your popsicle stick. I'm gonna just get some of the glycerin off the bottom here. So go ahead and use your popsicle stick to do that. And if you want, you can put a little bit of glue around the edge of this, but I kind of want to make sure I can get my lid off if I need to later, so I'm not going to glue mine down. But there you have it. You have cute little bat globes. You can shake up and watch all the stuff float around in it. And again, if you want, you can add a little bit more water because it looks like it's about 1 centimeter. Just give it enough so you can have some room. But again, I think they look super cute, and I hope you had a good time. Alright guys, so for this part of the craft, we're going to be making our cauldron like swish paint things. So the stuff you should have in the bag are this template that I made, a piece of black foam. You might need like some type of marker or pencil or Sharpie. You'll have to get that. You'll also need scissors. You should have just some googly eyes, some glitter, and like a little bag of assorted bats and pumpkins and little things like that. And these will be different from the leaves and bats. Like you should have more than just leaves and bats in the bag, and it should say cauldron on the little plastic baggie. Speaking of plastic bags, you'll need this plastic bag that is what we're going to be putting our paint into. The paint that should be taped up, and also you'll need this kind of like Scotch tape. And all we need right now is our scissors, our writing utensil, and template, and then foam. First thing you're gonna do is cut this out. So I have little cut marks, and that's the part that you're actually gonna cut out. The parts that have a big X on it, obviously. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just cut these little things out. So I'm just gonna poke my scissors through, be really careful, and then carefully cut around this part. So that is our template. So now we're going to put it onto the black craft foam here, and then we're just going to trace all of it. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my outline, and you can use a pencil or you can use a Sharpie like I said, whatever you think is going to show up best. And I'm gonna go ahead and trace the circles inside. Because we're pretty much just making a template for the black craft foam. So we're gonna be cutting out the same exact shapes in here too. And you can even put like a big X in the areas you need to cut out, like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the same thing and just cut out my shape here. And if you don't want your lines to show up, don't worry, you can always just flip over the cauldron. And now we're going to go ahead and grab our bag. And the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and add the paint. So you have your goo, your fake blood, your pumpkin, and your creepy crawly potion stuff. So I'm just going to squeeze mine into the bag here. For you guys, like, you'll just have to like dump it in and use like your popsicle stick to do that. But I'm just gonna try to get it like on like one side of the bag. And it's okay if it gets a little messy, not a big deal. Push that out of the way. And then the next part, I'm gonna grab my purple paint and then I'm gonna put it on this side of the bag. And then I'm going to go ahead and take some of my eyeballs here. Just have a few. I'm going to like throw those in, just like sit them in there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add some of my glitter in here. Like that. And then I'm going to add the rest of my glitter bats and things. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and close up my bag here. I gotta get some of this red paint off the part that closes. Alright, and then I want to make sure that all the air is like pretty much out of the bag. Alright, and then you can start mixing it together, squishing it around. So now I'm going to go ahead and seal this part of the bag up. I don't really want this opening ever. Just take a little bit of what you have, and then I'm just going to put it like on this top part of the green and then flip it over like that. Just seal that really well. And then this is actually going to be the bottom part of the bag. So you kind of just want to maneuver it so you can't see, like, so the corners go a little past this top part because you don't want this open space to be peeking out. And then once you have that, you're going to go ahead and tape this down. And we have a really cool little gooey Cauldron craft bag that you can squish around and like mix the different stuff together. It's just super fun, relaxing, and looks pretty cool. You could even hang it up on your fridge afterwards and just use it as like a little decoration. Super cute. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that craft. So for this part of the craft, you are going to need your glue, a toothpick, your fork. You should have 2 balloons, but you pretty much just need 1, and then your orange yarn. I also have a paper towel and some baby wipes off to the side because this craft can get really messy. And I have a pair of scissors just so I can cut this string here, which is going to be for tying the balloon onto, so you can work off the table so it doesn't get like super messy. So first thing you're gonna need to do is go ahead and blow up your balloon to about like maybe this size, not super big, just like pretty small. I'll show you. Like maybe like that, maybe a little bit bigger. Yeah, that's good. So I'm gonna stretch out the balloon tie here and then wrap it around my fingers, and then I'm gonna pull it through, like flip it through my 2 fingers and pull it through. You might need a parent to help you do that part. I know tying it can be pretty hard. Things you need help tying it. So once you get that, I'm gonna go ahead and tie it off like onto my string here that's attached to my ceiling right now, but you can tie it onto something else. You just you don't want it to dry like on the ground really, because the glue will stick to it. So yeah, then you might want to cut your string a little bit. Yeah, just cut that off and then like retie it, even if there's like a little bit extra. So I went ahead and just double knotted this because all this part won't be attached like later on. So I'm gonna cut this short so it's not in the way. All right, and then that's pretty much all you need your scissors for, I think. Okay, so the toothpick is to pop it at the end, or if you don't want to use your toothpick, once you cut this part off, like you're just gonna cut right here and pop it, but we'll show you how to do that like at the very end. So the fork is actually to string any of the yarn through to get like the excess glue off. Like this craft is going to be messy, I am sure, so we will definitely have to see how that goes, but I'm gonna go ahead and unravel all of my yarn here real quick. Should have about 21 pieces of yarn. So what you're gonna do is open your glue up and then just kind of like dunk it in a little bit and like just get it kind of like slathered all over. Ugh, I do not like the feeling of this. Some of you guys might enjoy this, but I am not one of those people. So now I'm going to find the end of my thing here and just kind of like drag it through and get like some of the excess off if you need to. If it's like really messy, like mine doesn't seem too bad. I think I got kind of, I did not put a gracious amount on. So I'm just gonna go ahead and like start it at the top and then like wrap it, start wrapping it around. guys, I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, you will also have two different kinds of pipe cleaners in there, a green one and a brown one. So this is going to be your stem for the pumpkin after it's dry, and then this will be the leaf. And I'm gonna go ahead and just like show you how to like curl these up. So for this one, you can make the stem like actually really tight and more stem-like. So just like this, just curl it on your finger and twist it up. And then afterwards, you can either glue it on there or just like twist the bottom onto one of the string parts. And then for the leaf or the vine, you're gonna take it on your finger and then just twist it around again like this, and then you can pull it off and like kind of stretch it out, and then there'll be this like cute little thing like that at the end. So, but we're gonna go ahead and let this dry, preferably overnight. And if you have any like loose pieces coming off, just go ahead and like put a little bit of glue like on there, or if it's still wet, you can put a little bit of water on your finger and like kind of like rub it where you see like some of it like popping off or something.
Or if it like is overnight, you can always just take some glue and just glue the end back on somewhere.
Yeah, like the next day, that's fine. But yeah, I didn't even use like all of my yarn here. I just thought it was getting too close together and I want to be able to see through it. But if you want like a really close one, you can keep going or until you run out of glue or run out of yarn. It's up to you, but yeah, just go ahead and let that dry overnight at least, and then we will show you what to do later. So guys, this is dry now. I think we left this over the weekend, so like a few days. And then once you like touch it, you can definitely tell it's crunchy. So we're just gonna try to squeeze this a little and like loosen it up, just trying to get the balloon kind of away from the yarn, because I'm not sure how it's gonna be like once I try to pop it, if it'll just all pull away or if it'll be like stuck on something.
I can find out.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pop it. I'm gonna plug my ears so it's not super loud. Oh, that wasn't that bad. So it does kind of like pull all the yarn together.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna use my scissors and just try to like go underneath some of this without popping any of it. I'm gonna try. I might end up popping it on accident, but just trying to get it away. Oh my gosh, I know. Yeah, so we're definitely going to try to get it. I wish you could see what it looks like right now. And I can
probably hear it.
Yeah, it's really crunchy and crackly. So again, I'm just like going under the yarn, just trying to pull this away from it without popping it like too bad.
Still kind of
or honestly, you can go like underneath of your fingers. Yeah, even if you do pop it, like I think it'll be all right. And then it looks like Zane will have to just like clean his up a little bit and take off some of the glue.
It's got like a lot of the dry glue that was on the balloon itself here.
So you could just take a pair of scissors and like snip those off. Like you'll see once you do yours what I'm talking about. Or maybe mine will be like that too a little bit, but yeah, I'm just going underneath with my finger now. I think that would be better than scissors because my nails aren't as sharp as these scissors, or yeah, just I want to use the toothpick until you're ready to like pop it. So yeah, just try to pull it away as much as possible. It's definitely crunchy.
Surprisingly, a lot of glue to clean up.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll have to like work on that here in a second. I'm just gonna try to pull this away as much as possible so it's easier.
My balloon looks like it's covered in snow now.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I wonder what mine's gonna look like.
Or maybe it had a really bad sunburn.
Oh, great. Ooh, it's all like peely skin. Gross. Alright, and I see one of my yarns like getting away, so I might have to use a little bit of glue and tack it down after. but I don't think it'll be that bad. I could maybe just like put it under, like weave it in. Again, I'll just like weave it under. Again, like it's hard to tell like what is pulled away, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pop in and do like what Zane did. I don't think it was too loud, right?
No, really.
Okay, that wasn't loud at all. But you can see it's like pulling it close in.
It's going subtly into the night.
Yeah, try pull some of this away. I'm just gonna like pull this away as much as I possibly can, and then it should go back to kind of the shape that it had originally.
At least mine did. Mine looked a lot worse than how that one did.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I can definitely having trouble pulling it away from the top here. And then after that, I'm just gonna cut this part of the balloon off there. And then just try to pull this out the best that I can. Yeah, now I see what Zane meant by it looks like snow or sunburn. Okay.
A little scummy looking.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, so with these extra pieces, I'm just gonna like tuck it inside, and I think that looks good. Alright, it honestly doesn't look too bad.
You definitely look like you have to not peel as much as I do over here.
Yeah, I wonder why that is.
Probably because you took the time to push it away.
Okay, yeah. That's why I'm like, Zane had to like clean his up a little bit. And yours might have a cleanup on it. Zane, here, put your balloon over here, or dang, so they can...
Yeah, you can kind of see like all this clear crap that's in there.
So like this, he's got to like peel
kind
off.
of peel it out of there.
Yeah. Mine didn't look that bad, so I'm not going to mess with it right now. Maybe I will later, but for now, I think it looks fine. So, yeah. Alright. Now I'm going to go ahead and just add on my little twig. I'm just going to add it onto the top where it was, because why not? So, again, I just made like a little thing here, like a stem with just twisting it. And then what I'm going to do is with this part at the end, just take it around like a part of this and just give it like a twist onto here. It doesn't have to be great, just make sure it like stays. And then just kind of like maneuver it around until it's in place like how you want it.
You also kind of want to make sure your pumpkin's going to be sitting flat too.
Yeah.
You don't want it rolling, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think that looks good. And then with the green one, I'm going to do the same thing. Just find something to twist it around on, like so. But there you have it. Now you have your very own little yarn pumpkin thing.
Just like what you always wanted.
Yeah, you didn't even know you wanted this.
Until afterwards.
Yeah, and now you do. Imagine that. So yeah, it looks like this at a better angle, so you can kind of see it. It's like super light, you can throw it around in the air. I think it turned out pretty cool. All right, guys, I hope you like it. Again, you'll see these at the beginning, so you can have a better view of this. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed all of these Halloween crafts, and we will see you again next month.
See you guys.
Bye.